All right, folks, check this out. I'm here in my garage and I'm getting ready to change my bicycle seat. And I don't know if it will help anyone else, but I just started riding my bicycle and it has helped me to lose some pounds. And obviously, I need to ride it some more. So when I start riding it more often, my behind started getting real tender, and I'm thinking like, man, I don't know if this is gonna work. So what I did, I ordered a new seat. So what I'm gonna do is just change it and show you all this and talk to you about it and all that kind of stuff. But hey, for whatever it's worth, hopefully it helps somebody. Okay, so there's my baby. That's my bicycle. I'll ride it over here. So you can see it. Ride it over here. I'll bring it over here. That's it, right here. So what I'll do is I'm gonna set it right over here, out the way. Set it next to my artwork. I made that, y'all may care, you may not care, but I did make that. So that's my baby right there, my Diamondback. And so what I did, I was trying to get this seat or get comfortable on this seat, and I had a heck of a time trying to do that on this seat right here. This is the seat that was on this bicycle, and obviously I got a big pole that goes on it. And so it should be unlawful for somebody to sell these to people and to expect you to get comfortable on it. So it wasn't working. It was wearing me out. So what I did what every good American and every good person is doing these days. I went to Amazon. Went over to Jeff's place. And as I went over to Jeff's place, I found this seat that looked like it may do the job for old boy. Okay? This is the new bicycle seat. And look how it's designed. That's what caught my eye. It says it has ventilation, shine tour. Boy, I can make some jokes with that. But anyway, this is it. It's active, it's soft. It's soft, it's a lot softer than what I had. And yeah, it has a reflector on the back and down here and here. And so, yeah, this is going to be a lot better. This is how it looks underneath, right here. I don't know if you can see that. Hopefully in the camera you probably get it. And yeah, this is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to put this on, and hopefully it's not going to take a long time to do this. But double track seat tube, that's what it's called. And thank you. Clamping seat tube. So I don't know what all that's about. And so I'm going to learn. Oh, it even has a perspiration or rain cup that goes along with it. It's got a wrench that comes along with it as well. I'll just drop those down there. So I got my own wrench to adjust these. And then I'm going to just put it on my original pole. Okay, which is right over here. Okay, that's my pole. Goes on the bicycle, like so. Yeah, okay. And then I guess I'm just going to put this right on that pole. I'm hoping. And if not, I may have to do some finagling here. Oh, okay, I see. So this has a smaller clamp for the pole, so I'm going to have to use my original pole that came with the bicycle. So what I'll do, hopefully, I guess I'm going to need a wrench. Okay, I'm going to use this wrench here and get this off. I need to get something to sit down on. So give me just a minute here, y'all. I'll be right back. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. So I had to get a chair to make myself comfortable here in front of you so we can do this right. So I'm going to take this off. Yeah. It can't be that difficult, y'all. Can't be. It's just a simple matter of just moving some nuts and bolts. You know, we like to tear things up, take them apart, figure them out. Been doing that all my life. Tell you a funny story. Sometimes I refer to myself as the boy who made the chickens fly. Yeah. The boy who made the chickens fly. I don't know if you ever heard that story, but I have a story about that, how I made chickens fly. And I may need this whole thing. I'll tell you about that some other time. I want to stay locked in on what I'm supposed to be doing. It's a funny story. You want to hear this. If you ever get a chance to hear it, you might want to hit me up and tell me that you want to hear the story about how I made chickens fly. Yeah, I'm famous for it. Yeah, I sure did. So anyway, let's put this bolt back on here so we keep all the parts together. So I don't have any missing parts. Life is very difficult when you have missing parts. Okay, so this has just this little support bar. The original harness or hardware, I just took it off. And on my bicycle, this bike comes with a little situation here where you just kind of put the bar right between there. That's the original handiwork. So what I'm going to do is do that. Let's see if we can get it to adjust properly. So, won't do that anymore, I don't think. Might need my Allen wrench again. Okay, so this is just an Allen bolt here. But this is how the original seat was clamped down on here. So all I'm going to do is take this off totally. Easy. Set it down. Let's do this. Got to get the Allen wrench to do that. So I'm going to take this off. Yeah, like that. And then we're going to take my new seat and sit it on the original harness. That. See, okay, perfect. It's a perfect fit, perfect dimensions, everything. So now I got to figure out how to get this on there, back in alignment, on there, okay. Wheel. I can adjust it up and down once I get this bolt back in. So I'll get the bolt back in position here. And that might be a little challenging. Work with gravity. So if you turn it upside down, it'll be better. And then to turn it back up right. Let's see if I can just fit that screw right over there, because it can only go on one way, because after it's set in place and you start screwing on, it's a lock nut. It locks in place, so it sits right in front of that groove. So, got to start it, tighten it up a little bit, not all the way, so I can adjust it and make sure it suits my fancy. Make sure we got the bars back in place. They're over, aligned in the right place. Let's knock it down a little more so that we can play around with it a little bit. Hopefully you're enjoying this. Hey, you can go to my website also, lesliedrichardson.com, and I do a number of things there and add value to people everywhere I go. Go check that out. Okay, so here we go. that's my seat. Now I can adjust it forward, backward. I'm gonna put it all the way back because I'm kind of a long guy. So I think I need as much room ergonomically. I started to say ergonomically, but you know what I mean. Okay, I think I can tighten it down really. Okay, that's the new seat right there, y'all. Look at that. That's the way that looks. The chances of this being a little more comfortable is very high. What do you think? Okay, I like it. You like it? I like it. Okay. So now let's put this seat on here. Oh, I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. Gives me more height on my seat bar. And so I'm trying to get my center of gravity about horizontal to my handlebars. I got something else to show you that I'm getting ready to do here too. Is so that I can make it a little more comfortable. So that's a new seat in place right there, y'all. Right there, right there, right there. And I'm thinking it's going to be a little more comfortable. So let's see if we got it secure enough and that I can set my hips up on it. Oh yeah, that's going to be good, man. That's going to be real good. That's going to be good for the brother. Brother needs some comfort, man. If you're going to be bicycling, you're going to have to get on this thing. Get this thing right. Now look at that. Now is that cool? Oh my God, that feels like heaven. Oh man, that is so good. Man, what a dip. Now I can ride all day with this. Oh Jesus. Punishment the other way. All right, so that's one thing that we're going to do to a diamond back here. I haven't figured out what I should call my bicycle yet. I don't like diamond back. But that's the seat right there. It's in place right there. Okay, I think I'm still in frame and posture. Okay, so now let's do this. Let's get some more gadgets. Some more gadgets. You know we like gadgets. It's a little boy in me. Okay, this is a rain cover, so go out and put your shower cap on there. There's it's on there some way. Right. Perspiration too. You going to take off? Mm-hmm. Okay, I see it. You good.
Okay.
You good. I love you.
Love you.
Okay, so what we're going to do, I got another idea here. So when I'm riding my bike, while I'm riding my bike, it is very uncomfortable leaning over to my handlebars. And so I was thinking, like, if I had a gooseneck handlebar, old school, this is me in old school, gooseneck, that's what we used to call them when I was riding bicycles. I remember in the 60s, I had a Stingray. I was the very first special bike. But my wife, she's off and running, the business is running, and she's leaving the other two his followers. Okay. I guess she changed her mind. Coming back?
I have to load my car.
Oh, you gotta load your car. Okay, she's loading her car, y'all. Okay, so it's all good. So I was riding the other day and I was saying, like, you know, this is really uncomfortable leaning over. Like, I'm 6'3", right? So if I'm leaning over on the bike like that, that's really kind of awkward and it's not real good for my back. And so I was like, man, I wish I could find something to change my handlebars, the position of my handlebars. Voila! Yes, this is the handlebar adjustment, okay? And so I'm gonna figure out how to use this, figure out how it works, but it's pretty straightforward. But it's gonna extend my handlebars so that I don't have to lean forward so far. And so, yeah, here we go. And I think that will go, okay, simple. So we got 2 Allen wrench screws in here. And so I'm gonna loosen up this one. So left to loosen, like L, and right to tighten. So we're going to loosen it out. LR, initials, real simple to remember, like Leslie Richardson. Need some help, honey?
Thank
You're welcome. All right. So, I think this first one goes on the handlebar. Yeah, I think that's the first. It is. It ain't that. Well, why don't you read the instructions? I don't have to read the instructions. You know, we use pictures these days. Oh boy. I remember one time I was putting together a barbecue grill. Some of my brother in it was watching this stuff. They're going to already start laughing as soon as they hear this. So I decided I'd go out and get me a barbecue grill like one of our elders. And I love this grill. I was like, man, I need me a new grill. Let me go out and get me a new grill, right? And so I went out and got me a grill. And as I went and got me a grill, you stay right there. Don't you do it. Okay. I went and got me a grill, and I was looking at the pictures on the box. And I figured if I just look at the pictures, I got to make it look like the pictures. I mean, that just makes total sense to Leslie Richardson. And man, I started putting together all those pieces. It had at least 30-something pieces on it, barbecue grill, right? And when I started putting those pieces together, man, next thing I know, man, I'm thinking I got it just like the box. I looked and it was close to the box, like the picture on the box. But it was so far off, man. It was embarrassing. It was absolutely embarrassing. And so the brother, I was going to do some cooking, right? And as they came over, and they wanted to see my new grill, man, you should have heard them. They was cracking on the brother, the preacher. They was cracking on me so hard, and I was like, oh no, we got to do something about this. And so I had a whole bunch of leftover pieces, in other words. So if you're going to be using the pictures and not reading the directions, make sure you don't have leftover pieces. Moral to the story. All right? So make sure you get that one. Okay, so I think I'm going to adjust that right about there so it's coming close to me. So I got it in about a 45-degree angle. Hopefully you can see that. I'm going to make sure my camera has you right where you can see it. It's a big shame we're doing all this and you can't see it. Okay, yeah, you can see that. It's good enough. Good enough for government work. Okay, so this is about a 45-degree angle right here. Right there. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the screw, I'm going to put the screws to it. And get this button down. Somewhere down. Catch a shit. Start tightening it up. Should. There it is. Okay, so the screws are biting. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So let me share something with you. I was just talking to you about extra pieces. So when I took the screw out, it came out okay, but I have a washer in my mouth that I thought goes on top of here, but it doesn't. The washer goes on the bottom. And so, take the screw out. Yeah. And put the washer back on the screw, like so. I think that's right. Let's look at the other one. See what it was. Make sure we got that. All right. So this is the fun part of just doing it on your own. I don't see any directions with that, so I'm off the hook for about reading the directions, but you gotta be able to figure this out. We got a website I can go to, I'm sure. Or I can always go to YouTube and look at a YouTube video. YouTube. Okay, so what I did here, when I took the screws out of the one that I'm putting together, I didn't remember exactly where the washer was. Typically, the washer's going to go on the screw, and then it goes in like that. I think there's no place for it to go here, so I need to just verify that real quick. I don't think the washer comes out of in between here. No, it isn't. So yeah, I'm right. So this is where the washer goes. This is where the washer goes, guys. Don't forget that. That's important. We learned that here on YouTube. Okay, so now we'll put this back on like this. And now that I've had experience on putting this back in, so I'm an experienced extender or handler. I have experience. You know, experience is valuable. If we've done a thing before, it's always good to call on that experience. So I'm gonna remember what I did to get this back in here. And I'm taking out the washer. So let's see if we can get that started. Easy enough. That takes hold on those threads. I should tighten up like that. Don't want to tighten too tight because I want to make sure I got it right. Now there's a problem. That's going to be a problem right there, listen. Because it has to be perpendicular to the bar. It has to be. It just has to be. Just makes sense like that. So having a 45-degree angle, I got a little, I don't know if you can see this, but there's a little wing here. It kind of comes up and goes out. And so I had it on this angle. And at this angle, if I was up on the angle, it's going to make that crooked. So I have to put it on a horizontal place. So I can't go on an uneven area there. So make sure you get it tight. The reason why I was going to try to go here is because it was going to, I was thinking it would make it higher. And I wouldn't have to lean over so far. So I learned something on that right now. Okay, so watch this. So tighten that one. Yes, sir. Like that. Okay. My guess is, that's just a guess. Let's not do that. Okay, so now let's do the next one. Since we have experience. Somebody say experience. We got experience. Do not take the screw off of here. No problems.
Okay.
All right, babe.
Getting rid of stuff.
You getting rid of stuff?
Yeah.
Don't get rid of my stuff, except
I'm not
not
touching
scan.
your stuff.
Okay.
I'm not touching your stuff.
All right. 'Cause I know sometimes you can get rid of my stuff too.
I only get rid of my stuff.
It's okay. It's okay. We've been married long enough where you can get rid of my stuff and it really won't even matter. I'll forgive you.
I learned my lesson.
I'll forgive you and everything. I won't, it doesn't matter because it's just stuff.
Oh, it matters.
It does for a little while, but after I bend a little bit, it don't matter. It's just stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna put this on. And I did not. Okay, so and I did not take the washer off that time. And so now I know where it goes, and I was right. Those are the screws. So screw, washer, and screw. That's where that goes. The screw, the washer, and screw. The screw. Alrighty. Okay. Now it goes just like that. Start like that. Now make it so you can adjust it. And see, that's why I was ahead on that when I recognized that I was going to have problems if I was not on a horizontal plane with the other one. I realize that. And I got a reflector over here that might need to be adjusted. And I'm gonna have to adjust that because the reflector on this side, I don't know if you can see it, but that reflector is in the way. So I gotta take that reflector off and put it on the outside because it's not gonna give me the continuity that I need. So give me a screwdriver. Okay, babe. All right, I love you. Come back if you need something else.
Okay.
Phillips screwdriver here to remove the reflector. Should have saw that before I got started. And I didn't. So I did in the middle. It's just a reflector. So you gotta have heart to try things, you know. Sometimes you just get so intimidated by it. You get so afraid that you're gonna mess up something. You never do anything. And I had, I call him my uncle, but he's my cousin, Richardson. My God, what a man. Lee Vester could take apart a Model T Ford piece by piece engine in his garage. I watched him do it. And took it apart, put it back together, drove it again. And I was like, man, what kind of man is this that can do all that? And I didn't know that my uncle, cousin, was teaching me that what I learned out of a movie. I don't know if you've ever seen this movie, The Edge, with Anthony Hopkins, one of my most favorite actors. And it was a movie on the edge, and he made a statement, a movie called The Edge. He made a statement that sticks with me to this day. And in that movie, he had some bad guys with him. They was trying to take his wife from him, and they were trying to get him out there and kill him, and he was a millionaire and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, he told one of those guys, he said, any man can do what another man can do. That was a statement. Any man can do what another man can do. And I was like, wow, what a statement. I mean, I think I missed a couple of scenes after that because it was so profound. It was such a profound statement. And they eventually got to a place where they needed the help of the millionaire. And they didn't think that he was tough enough to get him out of that situation. They thought he was just a softie, had a gorgeous wife, was a millionaire, very successful, and they just thought they was going to take over and run his empire. So they thought. And got down to all the marbles. They needed the man who recognized that any man can do what another man can do. Oh boy, I don't know how I got there. But anyway, Lee Vester Richardson, that's why I was talking about that. Lee Vester Richardson showed me, said, all you need to do is try it, son. Just try it. All you're going to do is break it. If you break it, you fix it. Real easy. So these top washers here, turn this over this way. This top washers, these top screws, is where the handlebar goes right in between here. That's the reason why I had to have it flush, because this is obviously not going to bend. This is designed not to bend. So I got to loosen this up a little bit. So you got to just have faith that you can do it, in other words. And if you mess it up, the worst case scenario, you're going to learn something. That's the worst case scenario. You're going to learn something about yourself, about the gadget, and you're going to be the better man for it. So just try it. Just get in there and just try it. Just give it the old dropout try. Yeah, just give it the old try. Okay, I gotta loosen this up some more. I'm trying to keep from taking it all the way apart so it doesn't give me a problem. I think I got this one too tight. See, that's why I want to make sure when I had this even, because that's what I was concerned about right there. If it's not even, it's going to probably push it through. So this is just going to give me probably just a couple inches on here. It ain't going to give me much, but it is an extender. think if I got another one of these, yeah, it would give me more extension. I could do 2 of those. Yeah, it's gonna be able to come up here. This is gonna give me about, I don't know, two inches extra. I won't have to lean over as much. But this one looks like we have to go to the Old Faithful. You know what the Old Faithful is? That's the Old Faithful right there, buddy. Okay. That's the Old Faithful. Sometimes you just need to put a little power. See if that one. Oh yeah, this one. I always stop. Turn it down now. And loosen it up some more. That thing is not even. Let's open this up some more. I don't want to take this thing out. It's going to be a problem. I don't like problems. We call problem situations. Let's see if we can get some more maneuverability. I know I just made up words. It's kind of fun, really. I'm so stuck in the way it is. We need some more movement here. Just a little bit. See, because they're uneven, this bar doesn't want to go in the way it should. So I gotta give it a little flexibility. And she'll just slide through that. Right, there we go. Yeah, that's all it should be doing right there, like that. So, moral to the story, if there is more, is to think ahead. So before you start doing this sort of thing, make sure you think ahead. So I anticipated that the top part of this need to be next to the bottom part. The first part of the clamps I anticipated for it to be even, because this bar here is flush and these holes would have to be flush, so just go right through the hole. You get the concept, no? Yeah, you did, because you're sharp. Yep. And so we're now going to, if I don't screw it, if I take that off, I'm going to be ticked. Okay. All right, there we go. So it doesn't need much more hand tightening. Tighten these. Good. So in case we're going down the road, we hit a bump. We don't want to drum there. So let's turn. So now you know how to put extensions on your handlebar. You know how to put the seat on your bicycle, and a seat of comfort. Wait till I show you this thing. You gotta see it. My elbow right now, my shoulder is leaning on this seat, and it is so comfortable. I can feel the cushion on it, and it makes it really comfortable. Yeah. Okay. I had a bicycle wrench that would do all these little short places, but I could not put my hand on it. And I just felt like I just need to get this on YouTube just to make a video about how to repair it. I know some of you won't watch it to the end, but it's okay. At least I'll have it. One of the grandkids gonna look at it. My grandkids call me G Diddy. Yeah, G Diddy. That's not very popular these days, but anyway, I'm praying for Sean Combs and that he has his day in court before people prosecute him, persecute him. Every man deserves a day in court, and even if he's guilty, give him a fair trial. Stay off of him. Get off of him. You let everybody else get away with a fair trial and give them too much leeway. And you do the same thing for my brother Sean, so that he can have his day in court. All right, so here we go. This is the bicycle. Repair man coming to you. Oh, gotta put the reflector back on. Okay, so I took the reflector off the front. I got one in the back already, but I took the one off the front. Now I'm putting him back on. I think I'm gonna put him right there. How about that? I want to put it there. I don't want to put it back here. If I put it there, it won't hurt anything either. Eventually, I'm going to get me a console where I can, that's going to pop that. Yeah, that's cool. I'm going to get me a console where I can have my cell phone right on my bicycle. I know that's over the top. Someone says, man, they use cell phone on the bicycle. Absolutely, they got them. I just saw it when I was ordering these things. So that'd be cool, but I'm gonna wait on that. Because we don't just spend money anyway. We're conscious these days of how we spend money. Because money is energy. And I like to conserve energy. Okay, so here we go. Now look at this, man. This is the deal, y'all. Look at this. Nothing like stoked. I'm gonna go ride my bike right now. I've been working out twice a day. And getting back into my kung fu. Those of you may not know this, but I teach martial arts. I have for many years. Won trophies, gold medals, AAU championships, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, you Google Leslie Richardson, Michigan State Karate Club, and you'll hear all about me. Right, or you can just Google Leslie Richardson, Denver. And you can find out more about this fellow who repaired his bicycle seat, put extensions on his bicycle. Yes, if you want to. Some of you may not even care. I don't care. I don't care about any of that. Who's this guy? Yeah, anyway, to each his own. Live and let live, baby. Yep, live and let live. Okay, I'll put that right about there. And then we're going to make sure the reflectors are right on the back and the front. Because I like to ride at night. I really do. I don't know what it is about me riding my bicycle. I think it's because it's cooler. But I like to ride at night through my neighborhood. I don't take any chances, but it's always good to have reflectors on your equipment so that you are safe. And really, you want to know the truth about it, should be riding with a helmet. I don't do any of that. I see people. The other day I saw this guy, he was all flanked out, he had his helmet on and everything. And I think I recognize him, actually. If I'm not mistaken, it was Robert Smith, the billionaire. And I saw him riding on the trail. He's had his helmet on and his flak jacket or flint jacket. It looked like he was ready for a fall. I started to think, I said, well, maybe if the billionaire is doing it, maybe I should do it. To make sure that we can get as many miles as we can out of this body. I just like and plan on spending as much time as I can on the planet to leave the biggest mark that I can while I'm here, so that somebody else can find me a little better than how I found it. How about that? Okay, all right, that's it. So, it's my bicycle. I'm getting ready to take it out for a spin. I'll let you know how it is. And thanks. That's my bicycle. And thank you. I'm getting ready to take it out for a spin. And shalom.